Hey friends, I hope you're having a great day today. If you're not doing much today, I'd love for you to join me at Dwayne's. I went to this beautiful shop the other day and I just wanted to share with you a little bit of the history of this store because it is so fascinating and it's so beautiful. So I'm just going to read from their website right now. But it began in 1991 at the age of 20 for Dwayne Lee, son and brother of tobacco and produce farmer from Newton Grove, North Carolina. After losing his share of the produce, which were pumpkins, to an extremely wet growing season, he borrowed $500 from his mother, Edna Lee. Dwayne used the money to set up a pumpkin and produce stand on the front lawn of the local outlet center located just off of I-95 in Smithfield, North Carolina. The pumpkin stand started out as Dwayne's Pumpkin Patch. It quickly became known as Dwayne's Country Garden, providing shoppers with fresh produce during the spring and summer, pumpkins and mums in the fall, and live Christmas trees and candies during the holiday season. The season transitioned as Dwayne continued to grow his produce stand. During the spring after opening, he met Tina Young and she began working with Dwayne while still attending high school. The two were married in 1997 and became co-owners of Dwayne's Country Garden. Due to the growth of the outlet center, Dwayne's Country Garden was forced to move from the front lawn to the adjacent property in 1995. After only 4 years at the new location, they were once again forced to move due to more expansion of the outlet center. This time, they took the biggest risk yet, purchasing 6 acres 1 mile down the road from the original produce stand location. Unsure of what the final move would bring for their business, the young couple set up shop once more again. The new location allowed the Lees to spread out their inventory of plants, concrete fountains, and statuaries, as well as garden accessories. The couple decided to exclude produce from their inventory with the move to the final location. A gift shop, Christmas shop, and greenhouse were some of the dreams Dwayne envisioned for the new location. However, it took another 3 years to realize the actual building for the new dreams. Construction began on the 2-story yellow, white, and green building in 2001. Once the dream of the new building became reality, Dwayne moved the original building that was home for Dwayne's Country Garden for so many years to the concrete area to serve as office space. Exactly 10 years to the day of the original produce stand opening, the couple realized the dream of a new gift shop. The new structure became home to Dwayne's Home and Garden Showplace, featuring plants for each season, concrete statuary, and fountains. The gift shop is home to unique gift ideas, home decor, and fashion accessories. A year-round Christmas shop, now known as Christmasland and open seasonally, opened the second floor of the 9,500 square foot building during the fall of the following year. Dwayne's sister Deborah became essential in creating beautiful and unique merchandise displays throughout the gift and Christmas shop. The business continued succeeding in providing shoppers with unique shopping experience. The destination offered customers trending home accents, gifts, women's fashion, jewelry, footwear, garden decor, and plants. In 2016, the atrium and Christmasland additions were added to the existing gift shop and greenhouse structure. A complete facelift started in 2017 on the gift shop and the original greenhouse structure, allowing extra space for more checkouts, parking, and room to feature new brands in the new boutique and men's shop. In the fall of 2019, the Sweet Shop gave customers an extra sweet shopping experience, offering 24 flavors of Hershey ice cream, 20 flavors of gourmet fudge, and fresh squeezed lemonade and orangeade. So I hope you enjoyed this little history of Dwayne's Garden Center, and I hope you'll enjoy the video as you continue to walk with me through the store on this shopping trip. Okay guys, so let's shop now. So the store is arranged into little rooms, and each room has like its own theme. So this is the area here that has lots of candles and smelly good things, and then the next area over is going to have all the soaps. Now I love these little soaps, and they make great little gift sets, and of course I had to go through and smell all the beautiful candles. This area here had more of their outdoor decor, and these were the cutest little mats that you just replace the little insert with each season. So that would actually be a really good gift idea for someone who loves to have pretty mats at their front door. And this area had all the Christmas flags and the mailbox covers. In the garden center, they had someone who was making bows. You could bring in your own ribbon, or you could buy their ribbon and have bows made, and they already had some pre-done. So I thought that was a really neat idea for those who don't like to tie bows or who don't have time to tie bows. In the garden center area, they also had a lot of beautiful indoor plants, and a lot of the plants were very unusual, which I thought was really neat. This fern here, I think, would make a great Christmas gift for anyone who likes to have potted plants inside during the winter. And of course, they had a bunch of beautiful poinsettias, beautiful colors, a lot of unusual ones too. And then, cutest little idea, they shaped up the lavender and the rosemary like little Christmas trees, and they smelled so good. That would be so cute in your kitchen at Christmas time. Lots of brightly colored flowers and little double blooms. That's what I like about like this time of year, is like going to a garden center and just getting some fresh, beautiful, bright foliage to go inside your house when everything outside is kind of like dark and dreary and cold for the winter. Lots of beautiful succulents that you could give as gifts. And then they still had all of your different fertilizers, like your Biotone, starter fertilizer, Garden Tone, and really cute little garden tools that you can make a really cute basket for someone. I thought the kneeling pads were especially great because you know that as we get older, it does not feel good to kneel down on that hard ground when we're working on our plants. And over in the houseplant section, they just had the neatest variety of plants. These ZZ plants are super easy to care for, and I just like that they offer such a different variety than just your normal like Home Depot and Lowe's. The variety was just spectacular. And they offered a lot of things for people to give as gifts, like the beautiful garden balls, and the ceramics would make great gifts for those that love to have beautiful things outside. Now this bright little green plant was so cute, and look at the little flowers on it. This is a goldfish plant, and they truly look like little goldfish. I thought that was the neatest thing. And check out this poinsettia. It was ginormous. It was so big, so beautiful. And I love with the poinsettias that they had such a different variety, like the speckle ones down there on the floor. That was so neat to me to see the different colors. Now, in this little section, for all the people who love to watch birds and feed the birds and the squirrels, this little corner of the store had a lot of good selection of bird houses and bird feeders and squirrel feeders and all the different implements that you would need to take care of your squirrels. Now, of course, we always love the Christmas cactus, and they were super beautiful. So each area of the Christmas land has like different themed rooms. And as you walk through, it's like such an experience because you really feel like that, you know how you'll like pay to go to walk through Christmas lights like at Busch Gardens or something like that. This place was such an experience just walking through each room. So each room is themed, like this area is the black and white room, and every piece of decor that you would ever want to have for your Christmas display. And I love how it's themed. So if you already have like a theme that you've been using. Say you've been using red and gold or gold and silver. You could specifically go to that section and you could just fill up your buggy with all the different ornaments and decorations to go with your decor. Or if you are just like having a loss for like inspiration, or like, I really don't know what I want to do this year, they had such great ideas for different decorating. Just like we saw there with the mantle, and having the beautiful garland on the mantle. And I love also that not only just ornaments, but they'll have like the placemats and the cups and the plates and the bowls. So everything that you would need for decorating for Christmas. Okay, I had to stop here for a second. I had to get something to drink because my mouth was getting so dry because I was talking so much, and there is so many beautiful things to look at. One thing that was just so amazing to me is how beautiful the trees are decorated. The people who work here and decorate and keep all this filled up, there was a huge team. They were all running around like Santa's helpers in green, really bright green shirts, keeping everything really well stocked for the customers. This was the Sunday after Thanksgiving, so Black Friday has already happened, and you can see how well stocked that they have everything in the store. It is definitely a beautiful place to go and just enjoy the day. It was so pretty to me, and you could tell a lot of people had just came from church because they were still dressed up. I had to make this trip to take my son back to school, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to treat myself today and go in here to this beautiful garden center that I've always wanted to go to every time I pass by on Interstate 95. So I was so glad that I did stop today, and I was so glad that I was able to bring you along with me as well. I know I keep saying this about how everything's beautiful, but everything is so unique. You know how you go into Target and Walmart and you just feel like that you see the same things over and over again. But each area and each ornament was just so unique, and whoever does the buying for the store does a fabulous job of just getting such unique ornaments. They have such unique ideas, and the colors that they have everything paired together. Even like these little green boots here go so well with the gold and the silver tree. And sometimes you wouldn't think about putting green on a green tree, but it really, really goes well together. So this is another room here. So like I said, each area is broken up into rooms, and this room even had a couch in the middle of it. So they use a lot of unique decorating props as they're displaying all of their items. This one here just made me think of a really beautiful, feminine, glitzy, glamoury girl tree, almost like a Barbie tree. And there was actually a lady. She was standing looking at her phone, and she was standing in front of this pink tree. And I was like, ma'am, I said, do you match the tree? And she was like, oh, I do. So she was really excited. Now this room really makes me excited because I love blue and white. And my kids will tell you, Mom, you have too much blue and white, but I love blue and white. Because like I say, blue and white is always right. I used to have a blue and white tree when we lived in Georgia, and I loved it. I had it in my dining room. And I definitely want to do that again. And I love that you could get the blue and white plates and the ornaments, and you could have a beautiful blue and white chinoiserie themed Christmas tree in your dining room. I think it would be so beautiful with the little teacups and the little teapots. So blue and white is always right. Now I do love a beautiful piano. I did try to see if it would play, but it wouldn't. But it was very pretty with the Christmas tree on top. Now this room here has all of the Santa Clauses, and it looks like there was a local artist that is in charge of a lot of the designs for these Santa Claus pieces. And I'm not really sure who the designer is, but they definitely were very beautiful. These silly looking elves, they must be kin to the elves on the shelf. But I did see a couple of ladies, and they were looking to expand their elf collection and were looking at new pieces to buy. And I love my Santa Clauses. So we have a couple Santa Clauses in our family. And so I always have to look at the Santa Clauses. And I have Santa Clauses in my bedroom, which I know sounds weird, but I love Santa Clauses. And I usually always buy me a Santa Claus every year. Now these remind me of the carolers that I would always see in Williamsburg. And I think they're so beautiful. This area here with the wood and the little white shiny, I guess it's some type of plastic material, but it was really beautiful. And I loved how they even had the bench hanging from the wall. Now I always love to stop and look at the red cardinals, because the legend is that if you see a red cardinal, it means that someone you lost has been thinking about you. So I think that's really sweet. They had a lot of the, I think this is the balsam fir collection here, and it smells really, really good. They had a beautiful selection of glass trees, and the bottle brush trees always makes you want to stop and touch them, but definitely I think I might go back and get one of those glass trees because they were super nice. Now the Fitz and Floyd, I believe that's the name of it, they have beautiful pieces. And you definitely have to have a little bit bigger budget for these pieces. But these definitely could be heirloom pieces that you could pass down to your children and your grandchildren, because they were so beautiful and so well done. Now, the personalized gift area, I always have to go and look at those ornaments. We usually do get an ornament made, not every year, but every so often. We have to always look for one of the bigger ones with the 6 little heads, because there's mom and dad and 4 kids, so we have to get the bigger ones. And they had a lady there, and I thought, oh, wouldn't that be the neatest job where you just sit and get to write people's names on ornaments all day? That would be a really, really cool job. I would like to do that because I like to have beautiful penmanship. And in this area, the Grinch with all his greenness has taken over this little corner. This area here was spectacular. Whoever decorated this one just went crazy with this silver garland, and it has this kind of retro theme with the retro table, dining table in the middle, and chairs, and the red and white was super pretty, super beautiful. I definitely think this would make a really cute Christmas tree for a kid's room. Would be super, super cute. There was a gentleman, and he was looking at a couple of the ornaments, and we were kind of talking back and forth, and I think he was trying to pick out a couple of pieces for some family members. Now outside, again, I'm kind of going back to the little garden section. They had some beautiful pillows and doormats. I think those pillows could be used for outdoor, which would be really cute on the front porch. And then they had a whole selection of matching pajamas, which would be really cute for Christmas pictures. And you could have your little cute little Christmas socks on, which I thought was super cute. And then they have a great selection of just Christmas gifts with hats and scarves and blankets and the really thick socks, which were really cute. And as I was reading in their little history, this men's shop that we're going through now has been one of their more recent additions. And the shoe shop was spectacular. You know, we're in North Carolina, so you have to have your flip-flops. But then also the Hey Dudes was the biggest selection of Hey Dudes I have ever seen. They had the men's, which is kind of where Hey Dudes started off as. And then they had the women's, and they had the children. So if you need some Hey Dudes, you definitely need to go check them out, because they had a great selection of them for you to browse and to buy. And then getting near the registers, lots of little bracelets, hair clips, things that would make great little stocking stuffers. My girls especially love those kind of things. So if you're in Selma, North Carolina, be sure to stop by Dwayne's. You won't regret it. Have a Merry Christmas!